Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna try something a little different, something I've never done before. I bought this package of Mrs. Wages to create pepper jelly last year. I did not have near enough peppers to do it, but this year I do. I have six pepper plants that I all grew from seed. I didn't think they were gonna make it at all, but they did. That's pretty amazing. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. So definitely next year. And they have just been, oh my gosh, just going crazy. And so today we're gonna process our peppers two different ways. I'm gonna do the pepper jelly, and we're also going to stuff some peppers to put in the freezer for freezer meals for later time, you know, when time's short. And that is what I'm gonna use the rest of my ground pork and sausage mixture for. But now we're just gonna get started with the pepper jelly. If you guys are new here, my name is Steph. I'm from the Not Basic Homestead. Thank you for coming here and watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and don't forget to like my videos. Comments are always welcome as well. I've gotten some great tips from people, and I really appreciate all of those tips that I have gotten. So let's see, I'm gonna open the box up. It's got 2 packages, and it calls for 4 pounds of fresh bell peppers, 8 to 10 medium, 2 cups of Mrs. Wages white distilled vinegar, a 1/4 cup of bottled lemon juice, 1 pouch of Mrs. Wages pectin bland, 1 pouch of Mrs. Wages pepper jelly mix, and 9 cups of sugar. Ooh, we're gonna have to go downstairs and get some sugar. I know I don't have enough sugar in my container up here. So I got my jars in my water bath canner here ready to go. I'm just doing 1/2 pints. That's all I've got right now. I'm not doing pints. And then it says wash bell peppers, seed and chop. Place chopped peppers in a juicer to extract pepper juice into a 2-quart container. I don't have a juicer. So it said that you could place chopped peppers in a food processor and puree to smooth. Gently strain puree through cheesecloth into a 2-quart container. If needed, add water to pepper juice to yield 5 cups. So I went and I got some cheesecloths because that's something I didn't have. And boy, that was an adventure for us finding. How many is in here? Is this, oh, I thought this was, oh, it's 6 yards, so I gotta cut it. Okay, I don't know how much I need, really. Let's see, let me go grab some scissors here. I thought these were already cut, but they're not. Well, I want to make it big enough to at least kind of double this, I guess. So we'll just go right about here and cut. And you're not supposed to reuse cheesecloth either, I guess. I learned that. I kind of was reading up on it a little bit because I've never used it, but now we have it. And so now we'll experiment with stuff with it. I'm gonna move these out of the way, move my knife. Okay, so not exactly a 2-quart bowl, but I figured after I juice everything, I'll measure it out or whatever, and then we'll pour it into the pot over there. And then if I have to add water, I'll add water. Should probably, this is gonna be messy, I think. Whew, my. I think I'm just gonna do a little scoop at a time. Ooh. Well, this is kind of fun. This is kind of something I think Sammy would have liked to have done if she was here. Oh wow, this gets a lot out. I'm gonna have to really use my muscles today. Well, we were going to go to the state fair today, but it's been raining all day, and I definitely, we did not want to go do that. I'm going to grab another bowl and just dump everything in here. I might give it another round. I don't know if I pureed this enough. It's not, I kind of chopped it quite a bit. The package, I did note that it said to use green bell peppers or your jelly turns a funny color. So I did a mixture of some banana peppers, a couple of jalapenos, and some green bell peppers. I'm not sure if the mix is spicy or not, but I wanted a little bit of spice into this because pepper jelly with cream cheese on crackers or on a bagel. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. I have not had pepper jelly in years. So I am excited that we're gonna get this on the pantry shelf. That is for sure exciting. I don't know if there's, maybe if I take a little bit. Yeah, we got all the juice out of that for sure. This is messy. This is messy. This is definitely something that the kids might enjoy. That is for sure. Oh, wow. Oh, we had some juice squirt out. How's everybody been? I hope you guys have all been wonderful. I had to work the last 3 days, so I slept. Well, I woke up early and then I was gonna get up and start doing this, and then I said, you know what? No, I'm tired. 3 12-hour shifts as a nurse is a lot. And I'm not getting any younger either. I'm not, you know, I mean, I'm 44 years old. I can't handle the stuff like I did in my 20s. So, and then I have the cucumbers to process. Yeah, I was gonna do it the other night, but I was just so tired, I didn't want to do it. And then we had Husker season has started officially. Thursday night was a game, our first game. I tried to not watch it because I knew I would get way too excited and not sleep. So, but then I couldn't help myself. I had to get in and I had to watch some of it. And I watched them score their last touchdown. That was fun. I just like perfect timing. But I am looking forward to more games this year. And speaking of the games, I tonight have got to get some beans soaking. I have 1 jar of pinto beans on my shelf. 1 jar. And I have none in the freezer because I've used all of that up. And I, you know, now that I learned how to can, I had the pinto beans, but we have used them all. So I've got a 5-gallon bucket full downstairs, but I think I got a bag up here, a 2-pound or a 1-pound bag. Whatever I've got up here, I'm gonna do that one first, and then we're gonna process up some pinto beans because it's chili season. I gotta have my pinto beans. So I gotta make sure I make enough to last for a while, especially, you know, if I'm getting out the pressure canner and stuff. Okay, so I don't know. This is kind of foamy. I don't know if you can see, like it's all, there's a lot of foam. I don't know if I'm supposed to skim the foam off of this because it said for the juicer or whatever. But I don't know, as juicy as these are, I might not have to add any water, so we'll see. And there's still a lot of juice down here in this bowl. Oh, yeah, it's been weird weather around here in Nebraska. Like, June kicked off with like 100-degree weather, 90-degree days, and usually, you know, June kind of starts off like 80, stuff like that. July, it starts getting hot. August is usually hot, and it was like 100 degrees, and then boom, it's been fall. It's been fall weather. It's been in the 70s, which is really, really weird, and getting down into the 40s at night. So I hope my plants still keep thriving and rocking and going. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. I definitely feel like a kid again. You know, gosh, I don't know what to do with all that peppers that are left sitting in there. So I'm gonna set this cheesecloth down on my cutting board here, and there is a bunch of juice in here. I don't know if I should just finish the rest of this off into a mesh sieve. You know what? I think I will. Let's wash my hands off for a second. I got bell peppers all over. It smells amazing. It smells really, really, really good. But I think we're gonna do that. We're just gonna finish this off in the mesh sleeve. There's just a little bit left. I wanna make sure we get all the juice. Everything we can. The less water we have to add, I think the better it's gonna be. So I'm just gonna push this down, see what we can get out of it. Yeah, I think I got all that. Okay, so let's move this bowl. I'm gonna throw the cheesecloth away. It's definitely done for. So I'm gonna bring over the pot, and we are going to, I don't know, should I skim the foam off? Is it, I guess maybe I will skim the foam off here, because there is quite a bit on here, and it said to skim off for the juicer, so I'm assuming it would mean for this as well. I'm not sure exactly what the foam would do in the process of this. Like I said, I am not very familiar with jelly. I should have probably have watched a video on this, but hey, you know what? We're experimenting today. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the foam off, because now I'm getting to where like the liquid's coming, so I don't want to miss out on any of that. So I got all the foam, as much as I could, skimmed off. So now we just need 8 cups. So we're going to see where this gets us. Oh wow. 2. Gave us about 2.5 cups. So I'm gonna just use the fridge water, and we're gonna fill this up. I bet you if I had a juicer, we could have probably have gotten a lot more out of that. So now there's 4 cups, so now I just need 1 cup. 1 cup of water. I'm using the fridge water because it's the purified water instead of the tap water. I think that'll be a lot better in flavor. Okay, so we got our 5 cups. So combine prepared pepper juice and distilled vinegar and lemon juice in a large non-reactive saucepan, which we have, and it says do not use aluminum. And so let me grab my vinegar. I forgot to grab that out as well. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna move this. That is done. And how many cups of vinegar did it say? It said 2 cups. All right, so we'll get our vinegar poured. I was really excited to go to the state fair yesterday. I really was. But I'm also excited to be doing this today too, because I love canning. I love it. I love the process of it, getting it done, and you know, when I got it on my shelf, oh, you know, and then just to go grab it, it's just amazing, and I love it. I'm gonna grab out some lemon juice. Oh, this morning, Sammy she found gosh, I don't know if you guys remember, but Jello had a cookbook a long time ago. Jello Cooking Fun, and I found it with all my old stuff, and I used this as a kid. Oh my gosh, I made so many things out of here. Well, she found the Jello Jigglers recipe, and so we have Jello Jigglers resting in the fridge. So, and a 4th cup of bottled lemon juice. All right, so we got our lemon juice. Boy, you know, I'm glad I bought these big ones from Sam's because we've been using this a lot lately. And that's awesome. Came in a pack of 2, so I still have another bottle downstairs, but we still haven't even started processing tomatoes yet either. I've got 3.5 gallon bags full of tomatoes so far, and I've got a couple here still ripening, and then I've got a few more on the vine, so I still need to go out and pick my cherry tomatoes, which I think my next batch of cherry tomatoes I'm going to throw in the freezer just so I have those to make that cherry pasta bake. Oh my God, you guys. And it warmed up wonderfully the next day too. Amazing. And oh, the pesto. Oh my gosh, that pasta salad was a hit. Was a hit at work. Everyone loved it. Okay, so pectin blend and jelly mix. So this says jelly mix and this says pectin blend. Okay. This is the stirring. Do I have a... We'll grab a spoon here. Good. All right, so right now I'm pouring in the pectin blend. This looks very green. Very, very green. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then the pepper jelly mix. I know one of my canning books, Sammy was looking through and she saw some stuff for jellies and she's like, Mom, let's make this jelly. But, you know, we don't really eat a lot of jelly in this household. And so I don't know if that would be a waste or not. So I don't know, we'll see. And I saw that you can make some with like the juices and stuff. You don't have to use the actual fruits. Okay, so heat mixture to a boil, stirring frequently. Okay. So I'm gonna get this on the stove and we're gonna put it on high. And I think while we go downstairs, while that's going, I'm gonna wash off my cup here. Hang on a second. Well, I washed my cup off and I thought I'd bring you guys downstairs and see how I do my sugar. Like I said, I've got these buckets with gamma lids and no oxygen absorbers in there at all. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It still kind of clumps up in this, but that's okay. It's nowhere near as bad. So. All right, we got our 5 cups of sugar. I'm pretty sure that's what it called for. If we have to come back down, we come back down. But, you know, thought maybe you guys would like to kind of see. There's all my pickles. I slowly have started putting stuff away up in here. I'm still trying to kind of decide and figure out if, you know, this is where I want everything. I still have a bunch of stuff on my shelves over there because, again, I'm still debating. But, yeah, see my one lonely jar of pinto beans. And I didn't realize how much of this canned chicken I have really gone through. I had like 12 jars of this stuff, and now I have 3. And I've got a bunch of the roast beef, and I was kind of... This roast beef is so amazing, I was savoring it. So Now I'm like, Steph, get to using your food, okay? But, you know, I got some zucchini sitting down here trying to get going, but you know, I mean, not everything's canned that I've done myself on the shelves, you know, like Rotel. You can't can Rotel safely, so I still buy it. I get the big cans at Walmart, Sam's Club. It's okay. Tomato sauce. I don't have enough tomatoes to do tomato sauce. Now, if someone wanted to gift me some, I definitely would try it. But all of our stuff, tomatoes, is going to mainly go to pasta sauce, which I have 2 jars left. And I think I'm going to start doing those in quarts because we're tending to use 2 jars, 2 pint jars. And a quart will just be a lot easier for us. And then my other thing has just kind of become a big, huge catch-all. But now we'll go upstairs and let's finish off getting this jelly going. Okay, guys, funny story. I left my stuff for just a second and it boiled over and made a huge mess. So when this comes to a boil, I'm just going to make you know that it does boil and it will go quickly over. So I had to kind of wait for my stove to cool off some and clean that up. All right. So I did not grab enough sugar. I should have read the directions before I went back downstairs. It called for 9 cups, so I had to go back down and get 4 more. All right, now that I got this boiling, I'm gonna pour the sugar in. And then we're gonna stir it. And we're just gonna keep stirring this. While I was waiting for everything to cool off, I was starting to get my bell pepper halves ready. I decided this time, you know, I'm gonna do on my bell peppers, I was gonna do the ones I'm putting in the freezer. I'm just gonna cut them in half. And I'm doing my mix just a little bit differently this time. Doing it just kind of an experiment to see. I mean, I've been making my stuffed, well, unstuffed peppers, you know, the recipe that I absolutely adore and love. I've been able to we've been eating a lot of that. I think my family's getting kind of tired of it. That's okay though, it's good for them, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna kind of do like an Italian style is what I want to do. All right, so I'm just grabbing the box out and it says boil, stirring frequently, stir in sugar all at once, and return mixture to a full rolling boil. Some of the sugar just is not wanting to dissolve, kind of breaking it up a little bit. So, I don't know, this doesn't smell spicy, so I'm glad I added a little bit of the jalapeno in just to get a good run. I was gifted, again, some jalapenos and some banana peppers. So that's what I used in here. I just didn't have enough to make. And my plant, you know, it's just not ready yet. So, and I didn't want to waste those banana peppers. So that's why I did the different banana peppers. Big clumps of sugar in here, just dissolve. I'm kind of pushing it to the side to kind of get it to break open. And so then, you know, and it says bring mixture to a full rolling boil and then boil hard for 1 minute, stirring constantly, remove from heat. Right now I'm just trying to get this sugar dissolved. This is going to be another sticky mess. Anytime I'm cooking with sugar, it's just sticky, sticky, messy, messy, messy. Can't wait to get in and try that. My banana peppers. I think next week I have some pork tenderloins and you know that Mississippi pot roast. We haven't tried it with pork yet. I heard it's really good with chicken. So I think I'm gonna make that with the pork tenderloin and test out my banana peppers. Because I'm trying to make more room in my freezer, for my produce, and then we need to get some more, we're low on beef. So on our ground beef, and so I need to make room so we can get another 60 pounds of that. And right now I don't have room for 60 pounds, so I got to use what I've got now, which is okay. That's why we buy it. I buy stuff on sale a lot. Like our local grocery store, Hy-Vee, has a lot of sales where, like with the pork tenderloins, they'll buy one, get one free. And sometimes I buy the seasoned, sometimes I buy the plain. And it's just good, quick, easy things. Did I get that sugar dissolved? Nope, there's one more little clump in here. So, all right, I'm gonna come back when we get this sugar dissolved. Okay, I got about 30 seconds left of stirring this at the rolling boil, and oh my goodness, this makes me nervous. It's like foamy and oh man, I don't know. Okay, so, but yeah, I'm stirring it. I kind of moved it off the heat just a little bit just because I don't want this to boil over. So I don't know if I need to do this next time in my big stock pot or what, just because, wow, this makes a mess. All right, there's the 1 minute mark. Okay, so I'm gonna get this moved over and get the jars out and we'll can it up. Okay, I think I'm gonna get 12 half pints out of this. We'll see. I actually didn't do well with my math, and I pulled out 8 jars thinking it wasn't going to be enough. I had to go downstairs and get some more jars. And when I did that, I discovered I forgot that earlier this year I somehow got really lucky, and the 4-ounce jars, I found those at the local hardware store, and so I bought 2 cases of those, and I thought I was completely out. And so I'm actually really excited about that, because after this next batch of pickles that I make, the hot spicy ones, I'm gonna do just a regular cucumber dill relish, because we have the other relish, but okay, so there's just like a little tiny bit left in the bottom of my pot here, like a very little bit, and I'm going ahead and stirring it while I do this and wiping off the rims, of course. So awesome, guys, we got 12 pint jars of pepper jelly. That is pretty exciting. So this stuff is sticky and messy. Like, I was using my measuring tool to debubble, and oh my gosh, I had to wash it off and get the chopstick out. So now we're just gonna set these in, and it says to process for 5 minutes. But while, you know, we're getting this to go to a rolling boil, oh, I don't like how that's leaning over. While we're getting it to do that, I'm going to get my stuffing for my stuffed peppers prepared. And I don't know if I should use a jar of pasta sauce, because I only have 2 left now, but that's okay. We're going to make more, that is for sure. Have you guys ever tried any of the marinara or pasta sauces from like the Ball Book of Canning or anything like that? Do you know, is it any good? I do know that we love the Mrs. Wages, so, you know, I kind of want to try doing another book, you know, another recipe or whatever, but it's kind of one of those things, like, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know. So I'm kind of scared, but I just don't have, I don't feel I have enough tomatoes to go crazy and experiment a lot. So I don't know, and I'm still debating, because I know with the Mrs. Wages, at least as well too, that it goes good with the canned tomatoes. So I don't know. Whoop. I might try a pasta sauce. We'll see. Am I going to get all these to fit? I got 2 more to try to fit in here. I don't know. I've never fit this many before. Oh, that's hot. Some of these are... I think I can get 1 more in. Let's see. Ooh, y'all, this is a tight fit. Is it in? It's in. Okay. I'm gonna get my pot holders out to lower this in real quick. So, wow, a full canner load. That's amazing. All right, and the water is well over 2 inches over. So, okay, I'm gonna pop that on. We're gonna turn that up to high. I'm gonna clean up this little mess here real quick. Ooh. Dipped my thumb in the pot. Oh, that's got a little kick to it. That's gonna be good. That is going to be really good. Oh my gosh, this towel is a disaster. All right. Okay, let's pull all of this up here. So, and all I'm gonna do is set these on a sheet pan, parchment paper, and then I'm gonna just flash freeze it. Hopefully for 4 hours or tomorrow, or, you know, not 3 days from now, hopefully. So, but what I did is I cooked up some rice. I cooked up probably too much rice. Did about, oh, I got about 6 cups of rice here maybe, or 6 servings of rice in here. So I might have done too much. That's okay, because my ground meat mixture doesn't seem to be matching up very well with this. But I'm kind of trying to go for more of an Italian style, because my husband, you know, that's how he always thinks stuffed peppers should be. So I'm trying to go with that. Ooh, that was a beautiful sound. So now I'm just gonna pour my pasta sauce into here. And when I cooked my rice, I did it in my chicken broth just to give it a lot more extra flavor. Oh man, that smells good already. And then the tops, okay? So like when I'm chopping up my bell peppers with the tops, you know, when you want to cut the top off, the little bit of bell pepper that's left on the top is, I've just been cutting around the ring so you have this part off, and then I've just been chopping this into little chunks, and I'm putting it inside of the mixture here. And I'm looking at this mix, and I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to add in a can of tomato sauce in along with this, but I still have yet, and I'm just cutting the pepper in half here, and any of the little edges that are kind of sticking out a little too much, I'm just taking my knife and kind of cutting those off. But let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna add some Worcestershire sauce. Season it up a little bit. Ooh, getting low. We'll just finish that bottle. Got some more downstairs, so it'll be okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at this, and I think just a little jar of tomato sauce at least is what I'm gonna add into here. So I'm gonna go get that. All right, so the jelly's done. I got it out. So that's what it looks like. That's the color. I got all of my bell peppers ready to go. I've got a sheet pan here lined with parchment paper, and so I added in a little 4-ounce jar of tomato sauce. I threw in some garlic powder and some of my chive salt that we made the other day, and some of the green onion powder that I made. But all I'm gonna do is generously stuff these. I don't think I'm gonna have enough peppers with all this mix. Like I said, I think I should have just did 4 servings of rice instead of the 6. I just wasn't paying very well attention. And then I'm just gonna flash freeze these whole like this, because that way I'll be able to package them up in food saver bags a lot easier. And then this way, you know, for a quick dinner, we can just take out the amount that we need, and then I'll throw them in a baking dish and put some cheese on it and bake it up, and then we'll have a, you know, dinner ready to go. So I really like, you know, having stuff ready to go. But thank you guys for coming along with this journey. I hope, you know, you learned something. I hope I inspired you. We'll come back. I'll update you guys another day and let you know how the jelly turned out. If it set, if it didn't set, gosh, I hope it sets. I don't know. Never have I made jelly before. But I'm excited that I was able to make jelly this year. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. You know, it really helps my channel grow, you know, and get me out there and more content. So, and I'm trying to be better about filming more. It's just life, you know, it's just, I'm living it. But thank you guys for coming today. I hope, you know, you get yourself some stuffed peppers, and we'll see if we like making this pepper jelly or not. So now you know how it goes. But I want to say God bless and live your life to the fullest, okay? All right. Bye-bye now. Oh, don't forget, I'll have some videos so you can watch those too.